gave you access to use support from other websites that you want to pick up, like to kind of recreate something similar, but not to use any AI to create that website. So before we go into anything, guys, please, if you don't have Visual Studio Code on your phone, sorry, on your laptop, please can you do well to download Visual Studio Code?
I want to ask something. This stuff, what you have just seen now, there will be export.
You can actually say
Is the website?
yes.
If you come back,
Yeah.
everything will not
When you log in, as long as you have an account. So guys, open your laptop. Remember I told you about the ID, Visual Studio Code, right? Please open your laptop and download Visual Studio Code. It's the blue one.
Yeah, we got it.
Please, can you tell me to put the stuff in the flash that I gave you in? That's why the file These guys, please move to the front. If you are going to be attending this class, come forward.
Because we are charging.
Because I cannot track all that way down.
We can hear you.
No, please come forward.
There's no space.
There's space in the second row. There's some space here.
Hey, bad job.
And please, you have 3 minutes to download Visual Studio Code. If you don't have Visual Studio Code in your computer, please download it. Are you done? Are you done? You have Visual Studio Code. Open it. Sign it. You have like your email.
How do we share this mirror?
Guys, are you ready? Please, I want to make sure that everybody has Visual Studio Code on their computer. Please accept me. So you already created the website that you already designed the website that you're going to create. So this website, I'm not going to, now you already have an idea of what you want to create. Because you are the one who came up with this business idea, you are the one who designed it. I never asked you to design it. I only showed you how to design, and then you went ahead to make your own design. So now, I'm still going to use the same method again that I used for you, but this time around, I'm going to teach you how to program, how to code using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And when I do that, I'm not just going to teach you how to make a website, I'm just going to explain to you how you can use it. I'm just going to show you code snippets, you will have to practice those code snippets, and then at the end of the day, your final project for this section is that you have to have a complete, fully functional website of the design you have made earlier on. And that's the final part that will qualify you for the money. Because you've designed, now you need to implement. But for you to implement, you need to understand. And if you don't understand, you cannot implement. And without implementing, you cannot achieve the design that you have actually created, because you are recreating what you have done, but this time around using code. You have to program it. And like I said, no AI tool. So, how many of you know how to use Visual Studio Code? Should I open an app for that? How many of you know how to use Visual Studio Code? I made a note for that. Do you want me to open that so we can actually start learning from that? How to use Visual Studio Code. Okay, let's take a note on that first. this one, guys. Visual Studio Code. That's what I want you to open the notes. You have it there.
Are you connected?
Please, not this one. Hello. Hello. I sent a folder. It's called Visual Studio Code. It's under the class guide. You have to use it.
These two stuff.
So guys, I'm going to teach you how to use the Visual Studio Code that you downloaded. So that, like I said before, that's an IDE. I want to see everybody having it open on their laptop. Hang on. Why not?
Hello.
Did you download the last file I sent to you? It's not seen in the computer. Eh? No, not web development. Visual Studio Code. It's the last file that you collected last time. Yes. PowerPoint. Yes, that one. So you cannot use Visual or if none of them, that one is working. Hello class. So, can you hear me? So, before I spoke about IDE. So can somebody give me an example of an IDE? Remember the last class we had, Introduction to Computer Programming, I spoke about IDE. Can somebody give me an example? Yeah, I don't know if IDE is also an IDE. So. Huh? JavaScript is a programming language, but it's not an IDE. Not an IDE. So, let's talk about Visual Studio Code because that's what we are going to be using for this class. If you don't have Visual Studio Code on your computer, please download Visual Studio Code. It's different from Visual Studio. It is the blue one. So if you don't have it on your computer, please download it now. Go to Google Chrome or any browser we are using and download Visual Studio Code. No, this is different from Visual Studio. Visual Studio is the purple one. We are not interested in that one. What we are interested in using in this class is Visual Studio Code. So once you have installed Visual Studio Code, it's going to be like this on your computer. You all have it. Can you see? It's going to be like this on your computer. Can you see? Huh? Do you have Visual Studio Code? Do you download it already? Huh? Okay, so let's move through that part. So after you have opened your folder, so now guys, go to your desktop. Right click on it and click open a new folder. So you can name the new folder the name of the company that you actually just created. Guys, right click on your desktop, create a new folder, and then you can name the new folder the name of the company that you just created. If you have done that, say yes. Are you done?
Yes.
Okay, so now, if you have done that, there's a big difference between opening a folder and a new file. So now, this time around, go to your Visual Studio Code, open your Visual Studio Code, and open that folder that you just created. You click on Add, you see the plus sign. In that plus sign, please do not add new file, add a new folder. And that's the new name of the new folder you just created for your business. Did you add your new folder? Did you add your new folder?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so after that, did you add a new folder? So after that, what project is going to open in several places for you, which you've already done. This is how to add new folder. So after that, here's what your file would look like if you have a code written in it. But now, install extensions. Guys, do you have any installed extension on your laptop? Huh? So I'm going to ask you that, because I want you to have a little bit of help to auto-complete what you have done, I'm going to ask you to go to the sign for extension by the sidebar of your stuff and download tab 9. It's going to help out with some auto-completion because you're just beginners, and I don't want to give you bad coding skills, but at least it's going to help facilitate your learning. Tab 9. Did you download tab 9 extension? Guys, did you download tab 9 extension? If you done that, just say yes.
I'm not seeing tab 9.
Okay, now see tab 9 and we'll go ahead without using it. It's just a way for you to use your system, but it's not very necessary. After that, here's what your video still looks like. Okay? So if you click on live server, I've never done that before. Have you ever clicked on live server before?
Live
Server.
saver. Yes.
And what do you use it to do? And Max, what do you use it to do?
I said I've not.
Okay, so we use it to actually share our stuff so that people can actually code alongside, because people have several people that are coding with us, and maybe they don't have a laptop with them, they want to use their cell phone, so you can share with them and then you can use cell phone to work with you. Or maybe you guys have the same group assignment that you want to work and you don't want to use GitHub. So you guys can use what? Live server.
Saver.
Fever. F-E-R-V-E-R. So now, let's increase your font size. Go to your settings. If your font size is small enough for you to see your code, then you have to increase it, right? So go to settings and set for font size. If it's too small, then you have to increase it. Have you done that? Have you done that? Are you done? So that's the end. Or how to let's continue. So now, that's how you can use a Visual Studio Code. Very simple and easy. So the next step now is that since you are successfully able to download a Visual Studio Code,
Afolabi.
accepting please.
Accepted.
So now, let's go to web development. So guys, if you hear web development, what comes to your mind? Eh? Developing what? Developing and maintaining web. Okay, who else have any other stuff in here? When you hear web development, what comes to your mind? When you hear web development, what comes to your mind? thing, you are making the class boring. So when you hear web development, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? What? Yes, aside that, what is the kind of programming language? What kind of programming language can you use?
CSS,
Uh-huh.
JavaScript,
So for this class, you are only going to take 3 things: HTML, CSS, and what? So I'm going to teach you how to use these 3 programming languages, and that's why the first thing I asked you to do was to open your Visual Studio Code. I also asked you to download Tab 9 because it's going to actually help your coding, ease your coding when you're about to start using JavaScript. In case this is your first time ever coding, because you'll be coding in this class, and you'll be coding that assignment I gave you for you to qualify for that money. The best website will win it. So if you have a good design and your website is not exactly like your design, you're on your own, because I'm not the one voting. People are seeing it. People that don't even, some people of them don't know how to code, but they will compare and say, oh, this one looks like this and the website is looking different, or this one looks like this and it's not, the Figma is not well functioning. So all I have to tell you now is that as much as I am telling you this, if it's your first time of you designing or writing a code, you need to pay attention to the basis of what I am about to tell you. So now, the first thing that we're going to discuss is HTML. Anybody have an idea what HTML means? Whenever you hear HTML, do you have any idea what that means?
HTML.
Yeah. What did you say? Say it louder so other people can hear you. Hyper what? So, what do you think HTML does? Since it's a hypertext markup language, what does it do for the website?
It helps text structure.
It helps in building the what? Okay. The next one. So, like I said, in this class we're going to cover HTML, we're going to learn CSS, we're going to learn JavaScript, we're going to create a front-end app, we're going to create a back-end app with review APIs, and then we're going to connect this front-end to the back-end. Website. So now, every website on the internet uses HTML and CSS. As long as it's a website, it does use that. And most actually use JavaScript. Like I said, having only to use HTML and CSS doesn't make it less of a website. It only makes it static. But if you have HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, the JavaScript is acting as what for your website? Functionality. So if I have something like this, if I don't pull it out, is it going to be there like that? If I don't pull it out, is it just going to be there like that?
Yes.
Eh? How? If I don't pull this out like this, is this going to be there like that?
Yes.
So what do I need to pull this one to separate it from this? Eh? Eh? I have a wire like this. It's static. If I don't pull this wire out, it's going to remain like this, right? All I can do is to do what? Scroll. But for me to be able to pull this wire out of this, what do I need? Eh?
You have to use your hand.
I have to use my hand to move it. So what's that my hand referred to as? And in HTML, in a website, what is it used for? Eh? Guys, please wake up. Everybody, please stand up.
Not the Java of
Guys, please stretch, oh, stretch. No, it's because you guys are running through my class. You see what this is for?
You guys just stretch this.
Okay, sit down, guys. So now, for this to function properly, I need what? A JavaScript. So now, HTML is just the design. Sorry, it's just the write-up. It's a text that makes the structure of the website. CSS is now what?
You call on a design. Sorry, the design.
CSS is what?
The design.
And then JavaScript is what?
The functionality.
Okay. Guys, let's go. So now I just gave here an example. I'm going to actually explain so that we can start coding. Here's a great interactive diagram for code analogies in the page, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So imagine that you have a house, and then you just build a house with a window, different things, and there's nothing in that house. So what would that house be? It would have a structure, and that structure is referred to as what? Just a normal building without anything on it. It's referred to as what? Eh? Eh? It's referred to as what now? Yeah, I'm talking about what? I'm talking about web development now.
It's the structure. That's the HTML.
Perfect. So when I start putting things to make it complete, like I decide to paint it black.
Yes.
And then when I now start saying, okay, let the windows open and close, build, no decoration, no design, nothing. It's just a structure. It's referred to as HTML. When the house begins to have artistical, beautiful things like painting, beautiful chandelier, and many more, it's now what? You're now implementing what? And then when the house now doors in the house now start opening and closing, then you're implementing what? What's happening, guys? We have divided class.
I'm with you, man.
Okay, next. So I just analyzed that diagram, so I'm just going to go into the next step. So now, guys, I want you to do something. Can you open any very good website of your choice? Any website that you like, that you've ever discovered before, that you say you like that website? Open it, please. Go to your Chrome browser and open it. Did you open it already? So now I want you to do something. I want you to do something for me. design, please open something on the web page. Eh? So what you're supposed to do now is, have you opened a web browser? Open any website of your choice, maybe Jumia. Guys, please, you need to be faster. We can move into other stuff. We have other things to cover. Did you open the website of your choice? Eh? Now, so right click on that web page. Did you right click on it? So now go to inspect. Right click on the web page, go to inspect. So what can you see? So what are those called? Do you see JavaScript? Okay. So now, even though you don't know how to write a code, right? This actually tells you the kind of code that is being used, the amount of design material that is being used on the web page that you're actually using every day to write stuff. You can see that they use HTML, they use CSS, they use JavaScript to be able to create this website. And when you press the inspect button, it takes you over there so you can see what is being used, how it's being used, what amount of color is being used, what amount of padding and border is being used, and every single way you're going to see that. So for any website at all that you like, when you press the inspect button, it does that automatically. So the next thing that we're going to look at is the difference between front end and back end. So somebody asked me that question before yesterday. So can somebody answer that question for me? What's the difference between front end and back end?
So front end is what you allow people to see, what you want people to see, and back end is what happens behind the scene.
Okay. Who else have something else? Thank you so much.
Front end is for the display for people to see and use. While back end is for only the programmer.
Only the programmer.
Yes,
Okay. So I just have this here. The front end of the website is that part that users can see. Who are the users? And then the front end is the part where the things that happen, where that happens on the user's computer or device. For example, if I open my phone and I scroll through my WhatsApp and everything, what part of that is that? What part? What was used to make those parts? Eh? Code. You cannot say only backend was used because for it to have very beautiful, aesthetically pleasing look, it went through CSS, it went through HTML. Do you understand? So we cannot just put it alone to backend. I also wanted it to do something else for me before we move over to backend aspect. But I need to you guys understand the meaning of this thing before we start coding. If you don't understand it, then how can we code? So now, because I don't want Idris blaming me that this is not the introduction. So I'm giving you the introduction before you start coding so that you understand what I'm trying to say. So when you start writing .html and you start writing .css, you actually know what you are saying. You actually know that, okay, I've actually understood the background of this stuff before I started. Do you understand? So now back-end explanation. So can somebody explain to me, okay, somebody has already explained to me what back-end is. Please, can another person explain to me what back-end is? back end? You answer that.
Maybe like the activities done behind the website.
Behind the what?
Website.
Okay. Idris, you. I need your attention right here. What is back end? No idea. You're not listening. I just
Back
said
end,
something.
they deal with the database, and the API.
Okay.
Why? Okay, back end alone, right?
Yes,
So they deal with the database now of. Like, I think they are the one behind receiving information from anybody coming into the website. They receive the information and I don't know, maybe they keep them or something. They use the information.
Okay. So the back end, on the other hand, empowers the front end. Please, I want somebody to do something for me, and I want to use you, Idris. Please, can you stand up? Okay, so as you stood up already, right? I want you to just keep standing and not do anything. What's the name of the other guy? Confidence or Covenant. Please, can you stand up? Please raise his hand up. Raise his hand up. No, you're not allowed to. I want confidence to raise your hand.
Drop the hand.
How can you raise your hand when you cannot raise it? Confidence, please raise his hand up for him. Raise the other one. So who is confidence right now? Huh? Confidence is the front-end developer and he helped you to raise his hand. Look how colorful what's his name is, Idris. But confidence, please drop that hand back. So without confidence, Idris is static. Without confidence, Idris is just something that people can just scroll past. Without confidence, Idris is beautiful anyways, but Idris doesn't function. So Idris needs confidence to function. So now that's where the back end comes in, and then we use JavaScript for what? The functionality of anything we're writing about Idris. I can create a form with Idris, but if I don't have a back end to receive anything that users are sending with those forms, Idris is as good as just being there for design's sake. Nobody receives any information from that form. So now that is why I'm telling you that Idris needs covenant. Sorry for calling it confidence. Idris needs covenant for Idris to get what I am saying as the user, you are saying as the user. If I'm coming to a fully HTML or CSS programmed website without any proper back end, it means that any information that any user is coming to fill up on that website, the owner of the website is not going to get information, is not going to get feedback, is not going to get any request, is not going to get any payment, because what? Idris is just static. Idris needs to move, and for Idris to move, he needs covenant. I'm just using that as an example, so that when we start coding, you will not ask me, oh, why do I need to use a JavaScript? Idris, most especially you say this is useless. You've downloaded Python 3, right? You start with HTML. Please sit down. Guys, if you understand, please say yes.
Yes.
If you don't understand, say no. Eh? No. What don't you understand? Eh? Everything that I said. Yes. Who is that person, please? Please stand up. You don't understand anything that I just finished saying? Yes. Somebody please explain to her what I just said. In simple words, very, very simple. So say somebody actually understanding this case. Idris, I want you to explain to her. You especially. What you said you understand, right?
Yeah.
Explain what you understand to her. exactly what you understand. It doesn't matter if you are saying anything right or wrong, just explain it. Noah, stand up. Explain what you understand to her, please.
Listen, so something at the back.
You're talking about front end and back end.
Front end and back end.
Like what's like
Illustrating,
like you said, covenant is the front end. While you are the back end. Without
No. He cannot be the back end. Look at Idris now. Idris is front end. He doesn't even know what we are talking right now. Idris, you remain front. Covenant, be back. You will control him for now. Idris, please explain what you understand too.
We are the front end now.
Auntie, please stand up, please.
Yeah. You know. Anyway, now you are the front end. You can't understand anything unless you have the back end. Is it not back end? Yes. Unless you have the back end, you understand? So it's just the language. Just like a translator, an instructor. Program language, exactly. So that means you are the front end. How? No, the front end doesn't understand everything. You need the back end to understand the language.
Keep on standing. Just stand like that. Find another person. Covenant, for sleeping in my class, please stand.
You are sleeping.
They just joined themselves because we cannot just be sleeping. This was understood what I said. See, we're entering programming. You guys took, you know how many hours you took for just Figma design? If you don't understand the meaning, how can you code? And we're about to start coding properly now. If you don't understand the meaning of what, see, guys, I haven't slept. I haven't slept for more than a week, so I'm even the one that's supposed to be tired. But you people are giving me tired vibe. But please, if you don't understand the meaning, you will come to me and tell me again, I don't understand what you are saying. Why you not dancing or singing music? That's what you told me yesterday. Why am I teaching computer? You said that to me yesterday. Why am I? Okay, why am I not doing something simpler, right? But this is very, very simple and very easy. I actually use normal.
Continue. Just go ahead. Very simple.
I use your daily life experience for you. And I said, your hands are like this. You cannot move. For you to function, you already have everything. You have glitters on your body. You are so beautiful. You are so handsome. Sorry. You look so well. You even have earrings on. Right? All these are part of CSS. Then you also have something written all over you, making HTML. But for you to move, if you are a form and I want to pass information to confidence, when I type something in you, you will not function. Confidence will not get that information. But in order for confidence to get that information, you need something to function. And now, confidence is that functionality. Confidence is the JavaScript. Confidence is coming to you now and raising that hand up and pushing that button and say send. Or you're confident, push the button and say send. And what now happened? All information that has been put into HTML and CSS, what? So now, Idris is HTML, Idris is CSS, but he needs confidence, who is the JavaScript, to push any information that I as a user have put into him for this information to get to you. For example, all the people who registered on my for this Guinness World Record, in order for them to get information from me, they need a JavaScript. Because they fill that form, and for me to get the information that they are sending to me, I also need a back end, a JavaScript for now functionality. I, the user, the company in itself, and the other people at the other end to get all this information across. We need something that would make it pass, and that thing that will make all this information pass is Covenant, JavaScript. Guys, do you understand?
So who is the front end and who is the back end?
This is obviously the front end.
The covenant is the back end.
Yes.
Let's go. We love you, Gossip.
repeat what I just said. And down here in my notes, it says the back end, on the other hand, empowers the front end. The back end includes database application, which he said, logic and API. Some standard or static websites only need a front end. So if I'm creating a normal blog, maybe I want to open a blog that just tells stories and videos about trending information. I don't need a back end. I just keep pushing out my stories. Even if people comment or say anything, it doesn't matter to me. I just want people to come and read. But if I want an engagement on that page, if I want information to transact between 2 or more, 3 people or 4 people or 10 people, I need a functionality for it to happen. I need a back end so that information cannot just come from one side but from both sides. I don't know if you understand my point. So that's where JavaScript comes in. So some standard or static websites only need a front end, but if a website actually relates with an API or involves a lot of dynamics, back end servers server away from the user device to some processing before sending data back to the user. So now information goes both ways. You're not just getting information from just one person, it's coming from 2 people. And guys, I want you to understand this, because if we go on a break and we come back, immediately we are starting coding. So understand what it means, process it over the 20 minutes and come back and start writing code.
Yes, ma'am.
So when you hear about the word full stack web development, what comes to your mind?
That do the both.
Eh?
Understand the both.
Huh?
That understand both front end and back end.
Okay, what about you? What do you understand? Full stack web development. You don't understand? Please stand up. Please, can you explain to her in the most simplest way they've ever used, what is full stack web development?
Full stack web development are just a developer that actually understands the interface of how to. They make use of HTML, JavaScript, CSS, and at the same time, they have to figure out how to process database, which is at the back end.
Please use the most simplest word. She doesn't even. Do you understand what database is? So you
you
cannot tell her database when she doesn't understand that word. So you have to use the most simplest thing that you know that everybody uses in their normal daily life. You send messages to your friends, right? Do you use WhatsApp? Do you know how those information come from one place to another? He's going to explain that to you. Please use that word. I just gave you an example. Use it to explain to her.
WhatsApp.
Yes.
Okay. How you interact with your friends. How you interact with your friends using full stack. Okay. A combination of both ends, which is the front end and the back end. So how you interact with your maybe family members, your friends. The story, you know, the other story, like your WhatsApp, like that stories. So I think the front end are the one behind those the storage and the interface, how it looks like and things like that. I can't really use WhatsApp. So
Use something else now.
Eh?
Use what
They said I should use layman language now. So how would I use layman language?
So, did you understand what he said?
He said he doesn't know how to use WhatsApp.
Who doesn't know how to use WhatsApp?
Like, the layman language.
Like to explain to her using
Okay, so
full stack.
you have a cell phone, right? If I send you a message on WhatsApp, would you receive it? If I send you a message on WhatsApp, would you receive it? Do you know how you receive that message? You don't know, but you just know that when you send message, you receive it. Okay, so I will explain to you something. I'm just going to use JavaScript as an example. It's not necessarily mean that because WhatsApp is an app and you can use different stuff. You can even use codes as a whole, right? So what I'm just going to tell you is that this. You see all those beautiful green stuff you see on the WhatsApp that when you send somebody a message, you see all those beautiful green stuff. You can change the theme of your WhatsApp to a flower. Do you know who does all those things? CSS. Then all those texts that you see, every single text you see on your WhatsApp, for the fact that you're even able to type those texts, you know where all those texts are coming from? HTML. It's because it's the structure. I have this house. This is just not, let's say there's no color on this thing at all. So this is just bland. The structure here like this oval shape you are seeing, is the HTML. And when you paint it this orange color, like the scarf that you see that has all those glitter stuff on it, when you put all those glitter things on it, it's now the CSS. Now for you to be able to fold that scarf and tie it in different angles, is now the JavaScript. The JavaScript will make you send message to me, and it will make me receive the message that you send so that I can get the information you are trying to tell me and send you another message back. But if you don't have JavaScript in your whole beautiful WhatsApp message, if you send a message, I would never receive it. You only be sending the message and I would never get it. And I would not have any information of what you are trying to tell me to do. But when you have JavaScript working at the back end of what you are doing, if you send a message, I will receive it, and I'll be able to understand what you want me to do, and I will return that message back to you. So JavaScript is what makes me and you now be able to communicate using that app. But without JavaScript, no functionality. It's just beautiful, it's just aesthetically pleasing, but nothing is working. It's just static. It moves up, it moves down, but nothing more. No message, no phone calls, nothing at all. It's just there. Do you understand? If you don't understand this one, do you understand this one? Okay, thank you. Alright now. So full stack development is the combination of both front end and back end. So both HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So in this course, this particular course that we are going to be treating in this class will be covering full stack web development. It means we'll be covering HTML, we're covering CSS, and also we'll be covering JavaScript. So what is HTML? I asked that question the first time I came, and that's the first thing I asked. If you don't understand it, you don't know how to write, you don't know what you're about to write, right? You just follow me and be writing code. So tell me what's HTML. It's right in your screen. If you want to read, just read out. Tell me what you think HTML is.
It's the standard markup language for creating web pages and websites. It describes the structure of the web page.
Everybody.
Consists of a series of elements.
Don't just read or understand.
Consists of a series of elements to tell the browser how to define the content. Elements to tell such as
I saw everybody that their mouth is moving. And you, what is HTML? I saw you reading this stuff now. Please read what's on the screen. Anyone you want to read, they're all HTML. Tell us what? So guys, HTML consists of series of elements. It describes the structure like I said before. That stuff can just be a wooden oval stuff. When you put that orange stuff on it, it becomes CSS. But without any of those stuff on it, it's just a structure. And it's now HTML. It's a standard markup language. So HTML stands for what? H stands for what? T stands for what? M stands for what? L stands for what? Thank you guys. So let's make the structure of a website. So guys, I already asked you to create a new folder on your DC. Did you open the folder on your VS Code?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you open the folder? Create a new folder. Name it Idris. Is HTML meant to work as this? Open it. Open it. Go to your desktop first and click on new and create a new folder. Name the folder Idris. Okay guys, I'll see you back in 20 minutes. Idris, create that folder before we come back. Thank you.
Let's go down. That guy's kind of looking like that.
So now,
Welcome.
Alpha Group B. If you're in Group B, let me see hands up.
Alpha, here.
We don't change our website.
What's the word? B. Here. What's the word?
Group B, where are you?
What's the word now?
We already changed our website.
What's the
Hey, man, pick up. Don't tell me, don't give me fuck up. Alpha, come. This one. Come back, darling. Why girl, I'm single, I'm holding that. Never promise nothing but promise. She said, you don't show me no respect, and you're only calling me for the sex. Call for the rest. Call me. I'll give you the one. I don't do it like that. It's very exactly.
But we are not there to solve what's in the program.
see some of the plastic and what are did you say people? Did you say
What I was asking, should we come?
I'm not sorry.
No, I'm saying.
What are you saying?
You're not replying me.
Yeah, somebody else comes.
And you have to start calling them
I don't
now.
know anybody.
No, she's the one with her people.
You have more. You have become now. I think you get the same.
He told me things. I was on it. And I had 3 cents in my head. So I said, okay, you didn't say it.
So at least,
and all these things. 1 minute.
Cash. You don't have
I was doing other things now.
Okay, everybody, did you then open the folder on Visual Studio Code? Everyone, did you open the folder on Visual Studio Code?
That's how you see it's one item.
So let's go. You're staying up there, you're straining.
Guys, please let's come down, please.
Ilẹ̀ pẹpẹ. Ewo isa.
So, if you have your laptop open, please open Visual Studio Code. If you don't have your laptop open, please download Visual Studio Code on your phone.
Just for Android. Yes.
If you get VS Code on your phone, open up.
Android users only.
Yes. If you get VS Code on your phone, open up.
Because I don't ever use my actual
Me, I've used my Android to do things when I was.
Okay, so then download it, please. Everybody must function, and I will pass and go round. Because you cannot see the HTML, the web class and
Now me the pan use am.
download Visual Studio Code on your phone. It is not the purple one, it's the blue one.
Yeah. There's one light green one too there.
There's light green.
The network is not strong yet. Come on down.
Shows light green.
Second network is not strong.
Download Visual Studio Code on your phone. Everybody has cell phone.
The network is bad. Very poor.
The blue one. Sam,
Wait, don't download Visual.
Airtel dey run very well for you.
Let's work on iPhone. Let's work on iPhone.
You cannot open an Android user. I don't use Android.
They try to check out. Don't see like this. They have stuff.
if you're in Apple Store, download Visual Code. You can download the first one, or you can even download the second one, or you can even download the second one.
On iOS 18.
If you're in Apple Store, download Visual
Only for
Code.
iOS.
If you're in Android, download Visual Studio.
Or code editor.
Eh?
Only for iOS 18.
Only for iOS 18.
And that's iOS 18 upwards.
Just this side, and that's another
X.
From X
X not
Max.
18, but XS upwards.
For the Android, it's Visual Studio.
This man, this one I fit downloaded.
It's new. Yeah, you see, there's one back.
This is not try.
Did everybody download something?
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody download something.
Visual code.
Okay, so if you have your Visual
Code
Studio
editor.
Code on your phone, and you have your Visual Code on your it has the blue one. No, Visual Studio Code. Yeah, then use that one then. So yes. Please everybody, I want you to download so that we can all carry on. You can delete the app after here. If you don't have that, download any code editor that you can find on your phone. Eh? Your phone storage are full. Delete all your pictures.
Look at that stuff. Post it here, you know. Watch me. Stone. No
So, I'm going to ask a question, right? So when we want to start coding using HTML, what don't use an online code editor like Replit. If you don't have a code
Don't
editor
pass.
online and
Don't
check
pass on
Replit,
the phone.
it's a website. You don't have space on your phone. You don't have space. No, you just say you don't have space.
Ó ti lọ.
Type string. I'm going to follow you.
Open tag.
Okay.
Hyphen, sub
Hyphen,
Uh-huh.
type.
HTML,
Block type in uppercase drop
Uh-huh.
and HTML in lowercase.
open tag, HTML, close tag.
Uh-huh.
Then you close that. That's all.
No, that's not all.
That's not all now. Who is that
Open
person?
tag slash
In the
HTML,
next line,
then you close tag
open
again.
tag slash HTML language equals English.
Uh-huh.
Then you close tag.
Mm-hmm.
Next line, header.
Okay.
Open tag edge and you close tag.
Then the title.
Uh-huh.
Write the title.
So now, guys, I don't know if everybody is paying attention, but the first thing you're going to do, nowadays there are autocomplete extensions that you can use. I gave example when we were talking about tab 9, but it's one of the autocompletion you can actually use if you want to make a website, right? So unlike before, you have to write everything by yourself from beginning to end. But I'm not teaching you how to vibe code, but 99% of both, if you are using GitHub, or you are using Visual Studio Code, or you are using anything, you have autocomplete, one of these autocomplete AIs that will help you as well. But that's not what I'm teaching you today. I want you to understand what each thing provides. We are using a docstring type of HTML, where what is what in each part, where can you put what in each part. So for us to be able to understand this docstring that we are seeing currently on my screen like this, I will have to take you back to the folder so that you understand what I'm trying to say. So let's go back to our PPT file. So over here, what does the docstring HTML means? I'm not asking you to know it. It's on the screen. Because this is the first time we are all, let's assume that some of us don't know it. So some people, this is the first time they're experiencing it. So the guy on yellow that is sleeping.
Awesome. Wake up.
Please, can you tell me what a doc type HTML means?
Awesome. One big question.
Please stand up.
Oh my.
Please, what's a doc type HTML? And when do we use it?
That is documents.
What is software? The master file now.
You?
This document is HTML5 document.
Eh? Please stand up.
Mouthpiece.
I'm not hearing what you are saying.
No, wait,
He said it shows.
No, I noticed that you were telling him he didn't get information from
No,
the
I
video.
did not share him to say it. Did I share him to Jesus.
Oh, you say it now. As
Doc
in your
type
comprehensive.
shows.
No, please wait. Please complete your word. I want you to. Oh, you say it now. As in
Doc
your
type
comprehensive.
shows.
No, please wait. Please complete your word. I want you to understand what you are saying.
Ma?
Please stand up now.
It shows that the document is an HTML
Stand up
document.
now, you can't hear.
It shows that the document is an HTML document.
That's all.
So that's what my brain is.
Thank you. But yes, thank you. But yes, you're actually right. Because there's no HTML file that you see without a docstring type. But what I'm trying to say now is what is a doc type HTML. That was what I asked. When you say doc type HTML in a docstring, what does that mean? Guys, we need to be fast because we have to build the HTML. But for you to build it, you have to understand what you are building. Because I will not build for you, I will only instruct you. So, what's a doc type HTML?
Sorry, I want to try. It's like the intro to your HTML document. Intro to your HTML document.
Okay. The HTML tag doing there. Idris. In there. Idris.
Yeah.
It's right on the screen. You cannot say no. You are sleeping. I saw you closing your eyes. What is the HTML this thing? What is the HTML this thing? Tag standing for. Tag standing for. Huh? Right on the screen. Right on the screen. Can you see the screen?
You can't see very well.
Okay, so I'm just going to save our time. The HTML elements, the tag that this HTML elements, the tag that this HTML element after the docstring tag is the element, is the root element of a HTML page. The root element. When you have a tree, it comes with a root, right? So without that root, the tree will break. It will not stand. So when you see the HTML tag, it's the root element of the HTML website. And remember that HTML is what we use to build something, the structure. Without the structure of this house, no design can stand. So the HTML is what we use to design. I don't know how to put it's what we use to design. HTML is now the structure of how the house would stand. Do you understand? So that tag, the HTML tag you are seeing there in docstring type is like the structure. Now look at this. It comes like this, it goes like this, it goes like this for a thing to stand. So it's the root. Without the foundation of the house will what? Collapse. So that's what the HTML tag stand for. So without that HTML tag, any HTML stuff that you're writing, any stuff in your name. Paragraph. Okay, thank you so much, Esther, your name. Paragraph. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. At least you understand that we all know what a doc type is. So now let's start everybody. At least you understand that we all know what a doc type is. So now let's start implementing. So now since you already created a doc type, now I want everybody to go on their page. Now I want everybody to go on their page. Go on their Visual Studio Code now. So the first thing that you should do is to give your page, change your title and give it a name. In between, after the title tag, in between, change it and give it a name, any name of your choice. Have you done that? If you have done that, say I. After that, now use ChatGPT, I will know.
GitHub is there. Automatically with PS Code.
Okay, wait for me. And the next thing that you are going to do now is open a P tag. Now, for that heading that you give a befitting story. Not be too long, maybe 2-3 lines. Open a P tag and write like 2-3 lines of a befitting story that matches your P tag. Are you guys done? Huh? I said give a befitting story that matches your heading that you've written and open a P tag to write that story. Shouldn't be too long, please. Highest 3 lines. Maximum of 3 lines. Maximum of 3 lines.
What about if you don't know what to write?
Write your name.
How about if you don't know what to write?
Write your name 3 times. And this is something.
They can make use of.
And this is something.
They can make use of Lorem also. Lorem.
Yeah, but I just want everybody's brain to be working. If you go and copy from Laura, it means that you're not doing everything yourself. Do not close the eyes without, because the eyes cover. If you are done, tell me please. If you are done, say hi.
Hi.
Hi. Only one person. Please guys, you have 2 minutes. It's just a short story. It's not like you are writing heaven and earth. Something very small. I'll pass by you. I'll pass by. Are you guys done? Okay, so after that, now I'm going to show you something. For those people who are using Visual Studio Code, look at me. Look at my screen. Can you see my screen? Now, go to where the document is located. Double click on it. Open the file. Are you guys seeing what I'm showing you?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, right click on it. Open Live Server. And this automatically takes you to a browser and you see exactly what you wrote. Can everybody do the same thing, please?
We don't understand.
Everything I just finished saying.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to close that browser and to the right side of your browser. Look at my screen, please. You see where your folder is? Double click on it. It will open. Sorry, did you name your file?
Yes.
What did you name your file?
Index.html.
Idris, what did you name your file? Sorry, I forgot to tell you guys to name your file. I'm so sorry. I just remembered that I forgot to tell you to name your file. But if you haven't named your file, please name your file anything you want to name it, but it should have a .html tag. Like for example, cozy.html.
You told them before going on break.
I told them to name their file.
Yeah.
See, I forgot. I can't even remember.
Because you told Idris to
Name
his own file.
That's
Idris.html.
fine.
I've done that.
You're a bad guy.
Okay, so guys,
This is the bad day.
let's do this now. Listen to me. If you are using Visual Studio Code, double tap on the folder 1, 2. It will open your what? File. When you open your file, the reason why this is open your file here is because maybe the person. Let's not name them. The reason why it's opening your file here is because you already named your file down here. So what you are going to do now is right click on that file. Have you right click on it? The first thing you are going to see is open with Live Server. If you don't have Live Server, you are going to go back and download Live Server extension. So now please go to extension tag.
Search for Live Server.
Go to extension tag, guys. Guys, please go to the extensions tag and search for Live Server. Idris, I'm seeing you. I'm coming for you. Open your listen and type Live Server.
Every dish you learn. Every day. Look where you're at. Oh my God, oh my God. We do this again.
So for those people who have successfully downloaded that extension, you right click on your file. Okay, I see downloading it. How many minutes is left? Okay, so I'll wait for you. I'll give you like 5 minutes to install it. Done installing, okay. What about you? Idris, I see you.
Idris, what did that time?
Download the extension.
Orientation of your one.
Confidence, please share with him. Your name is Confidence, right? Sorry, Confidence. Confidence, please share with him. Who else is using Visual Studio Code?
Can we continue with some elements while they are downloading?
Okay.
Yeah.
So now I'll go back to the slide. What's happening?
You have to leave your extension first.
Accept, please.
Please accept me, please.
Guys.
Wait. Gbé báàgì ẹyin. Àbá ìyá yìí. Wait. Ẹyẹ ò débi o. Ṣé wàá ti pẹ́ wà láwọ̀?
Guys, are you done downloading the extension? Eh? I don't know, but you're always sounding so annoying somehow. Eh?
Like you are more. Like you are more. Now this time for that.
Okay, so let's discuss what is an HTML element. While we wait for those people that are trying to download stuff. Oh, you're done downloading. Okay, now so please right click on your file and open your folder. Sorry? And open, and then you have Live Server on your browser, right? How many people do have that? Please, girls, I know that you guys are still trying hard. How many people have that?
I I smell it from here.
How many people have that?
I smell it.
How many people have that downloaded, please?
Download it.
When you don't get hope, you don't see, you discover your talent.
Open your slideshow, but let me see. Did I click on it? Okay, let me see what you have done. So that's your paragraph for the page, and you didn't do any title. So what was supposed to be your heading? Which one is that?
Your mom.
Let's go, Kosi. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Did you continue with this? No, H6. Now open in the live right. This time around, I will just teach you how to write it. Thank you. This time around, I'll just teach you how to write it. So what I'm going to tell you now is that we're going to learn how to write different tags. Okay? So I'll show you how we can write different tags, okay? Example of a tag which I already gave you now. The first one and the second one, that's the H1 tag, the H2 tag. Those are examples of tags. H3 tag is an example of tag. So when you're writing the website, H4, H5, H6 is an example of tag. So when you open on your web browser, you see what you saw your result of whatever you wrote in between the tags, right? So we'll move from there, and then I'll explain what HTML element is so that you can be able to use it. All HTML documents consist of nested elements. Do you know what nested elements is? Who has a class? Please engage now. Any idea?
Talk,
Element.
ask question.
Eh?